Yesterday, what we said, purpose was what? Why? Why am I trading? And how did I, or what did I suggest you should do to find out your purpose? You use the 5 or 7 why technique, and you keep asking why every time for the question like why am I trading, and whatever answer comes you ask a why again, and you keep drilling down until you find the final answer. Now comes the I is identity. What do you think of yourself? Who do you think you are? You you might say that I am the greatest trader in the world has ever seen. Okay, you can the those fellows who are into manifestation and all, they say that you can imagine in your head what you want to be. What happens, once you, let's say, start saying that I am the greatest trader, okay, and you look at your P&L and you have lost money consistently, either you have a blown account or you are bleeding capital, what will happen? There will be a discord in your mind, because the facts are telling you you are not a good trader and you are telling yourself you are the greatest trader. There is a discord in these two arguments or statements, or one is a fact and one is a statement. Whenever that happens, there is a identity crisis. Make sense? Most of the time traders are thinking to themselves whether I will ever be a good trader, or they are worried about becoming a good trader. They are worried about overcoming their mistakes, overcoming their problems, so that they can start making money and become good traders, right? So how do you then define your identity in a way that helps you avoid these discords, at the same time avoid getting into a negative loop? Our minds are not stupid, all right? So if we say a few negative things, it is not going to get into a negative loop, or it is not going to say that everything is bad and we are just I'm worthless, or no, it's not going to happen, right? Unless you are clinically depressed, it's a different story. But if you're a normal human being suffering with all the life's challenges, your mind is actually your best friend, not your enemy. You might feel like that, but it's not. What can we then do so that we have a correct picture of ourselves in our mind? At the same time, we can also have an identity that we aspire to be, that we want to be. Let me explain this a little further, and I'll remove everything. And today we are talking about identity. What we saw trader development spectrum, where you are a beginner. At some point in time, everybody is a beginner. I was a beginner. Then you start trading, but then you make losses. So either you have blown an account, which I have done on multiple occasions, and I'm sure you also have done, or you are bleeding capital. Then you go into a break even point. You become a break even trader. Then you become a trader who is making profits but who wants to scale his trading. And finally, you reach your goal of consistent trading profitability. Everybody wants to achieve this goal. How do you find out your identity? There will be there actually is at this moment a trader development spectrum quiz for everyone who has joined the CTF revision intensive. It is in their welcome section. Once you take this quiz, you will have an idea what you are in this spectrum. All right. Now you might be here, you might be here, you might be a beginner, or anywhere. Like you might even be a consistently profitable trader. You might have achieved consistent trading profitability. Now, what happens is, let's say you are here. You have to tell yourself, this is your identity. How do you know that? Once you take the quiz and you look at your trading results, you will be very sure that yeah, I brought 1 lakh to the markets, I lost it all. I brought 5 lakh to the market, I lost it all. I'm blowing accounts one after the other. I am a trader who is making losses and I am blowing accounts left, right, and center. This is your identity. You have to clearly state that. You have to accept that. But at the same time, you also have to appreciate the fact that at some point in the recent past, you're a complete beginner. You had no idea what markets are. Now you're actually trading the markets, taking trades, fighting it out with all the experts and smart money in the game, and maybe you are losing, but you are learning a lot. That is progress. So you look your previous identity and identify how much progress you have done. Now, it does not end here. Then you look at a trader who is next in line with you. And you cannot go from blowing your accounts to consistently profitable trader in one go. Not possible. You can look 1 or 2 steps ahead of you. So you look at becoming a trader who is losing capital but losing very little, maybe consistently, but you are respecting your risk, you are keeping your trading size down, and you are respecting your capital. You are just simply not good enough to make consistent profits. I agree. Everyone goes through that stage. I was at that stage where I had to admit to myself that no, I am not good enough trader who can make consistent profits. But I can become a trader who loses little capital. So you took, say, 2 weeks to finish 1 lakh or 5 lakh. You can keep that 5 lakh for 1 year, and that shows progress. You might say, this is stupid. This is not stupid. This is the actual progression that happens in the life of a trader. You can even aspire to be a break-even trader, but don't go into a profitable trader yet, because this is your current identity. You have to improve step by step. So once you find out your current identity, once you find out what you were a little while earlier, once you determine what you are going to be going forward in the near future, that is when the stress that is there on your mind will go away. Right now, what is happening is you are blowing up accounts and you are dreaming of becoming a consistently profitable trader. And what about all the steps in between? What about the learning that happens from going from blowing your accounts to preserving your capital long enough, from preserving your capital to actually becoming break even, from becoming break even to actually making consistent profits, and finally be able to scale and become a consistently profitable trader? All these stages have a huge amount of learning associated with it. Now, with the help of a mentor or good content, reliable content, you can cut down on your learning curve. You can shorten it. You can take less time going from a blowing your account trader to a bleeding capital trader or a break even trader. The progression will happen in the same way. The learning will happen in the same way. The only thing that will be reduced will be time, plus the only thing that will be wasted less is money. So when I did it myself, I lost a huge amount of money, and that is very painful. All right. But if you do it with the help of someone, a mentor who has done it already, you will save on time, you will save on money. The money you usually pay for courses, especially my courses, all right, I am not the one who is charging you 1 lakh, 2 lakh for 3 days, and then just forget about it. Like, I don't want to even go into that, how people are conned. But anyways, my courses and the money you pay for it is pennies on the dollar for the time and money that you are going to save, the pain you are going to save for yourself going forward, right? So this is the importance of identity. It is very important that you identify yourself correctly, then find out how far you have come, and then find out where you want to go, not jumping to impossible goals or very difficult goals and putting a lot of pressure on yourself, but making progress step by step. Make sense? So that is what you have to do. That is what identity means, and this is what I wanted to share with you. Now I'm going to share now 4 more things over the next 4 sessions. So make sure you come back every day and take benefit of this free knowledge that you are getting. That can be very helpful. This whatever I am sharing with you has come from almost 2 decades of trading career, of making all the mistakes, learning from them, becoming a better trader every day, and finally achieving consistent trading profitability. Make sense?